Look, I'm very sorry for being so late, but I have a perfect explanation. I've been busy, so busy in fact that I had no time today to record any vlog for you guys. Right now, I'm just trying to do this movie review with the thought of this movie fresh in my mind. Now, a quick little disclaimer, I am by no means a time traveling connoisseur. If you want that deep of information, you need to either go to New Rockstars or consult Doc Brung himself. But other than that, let's get on with the review. Now, if you've read the comic or seen the movie of the Flashpoint Paradox, well, then you know what this movie is basically about. Barry Allen, after all these years, still dealing with the deaths of his mother and his father being thrown in jail wrongfully because of that, figures out early on in the film that he can use his powers to go back in time to change a little detail so that when he goes back to his present, his mother won't be dead and his father won't be thrown in jail. Except that he returns back to reality that isn't even his own. So now he needs to team up with his younger self, a beautiful Kara, and Batman to ensure that he returns back to his rightful reality. Oh, and also Zod is in this film and Superman's in here to kill him in this reality, so Kara needs to kill him, but then Kara dies by the hands of Zod every single time that Flash tries to go back in time to save her. And also Dark Flash is in this film instead of Reverse Flash, and Dark Flash is the older version of the younger Flash that we saw in the other reality because he's been doing this time traveling thing for eons now. And look, I'm no Rick Sanchez at this whole time traveling multiversal reality traveling thing, and there's still some things in this movie I'm trying to wrap my head around, but that's basically the gist of it. Alright, now let's talk about the pros, what I liked about the movie. Now, the very first thing I need to point out, there's a good and bad about the visual effects, but for the pros, I'll talk about the good. There is some very visually pleasing scenes in this movie. For example, at the start of the film when he runs off from his city straight into Gotham City, there's a very good scene. The chronosphere or the chrono bowl where he controls time like a watch and stuff, and you see all these different realities at the ending of the film started to clash into each other because of what Dark Flash and the current Flash is doing. Even the CGI dog at the end of the movie, there's a very, very good scene. It's funny as hell, cheesy in a way, but they get some very visual pleasing scenes in this movie. The movie is very well paced. It didn't feel fast at all, ironically speaking, but it was very well paced. The emotional moments hit. It didn't make me cry, but it hit. And the jokey moments were there. They were hit and miss. But other than that, the movie was very well paced. I like the flow of the movie. The action scenes in this movie, the fighting, the gliding, the flying. I'm not gonna lie, it looks good. But that is all of the good things I have to say with this movie. Let's talk about the cons. Number one, why does Flash always look like if he's ice skating instead of running? Like, up to now you think they would have fixed it, but didn't fix one thing. Makari ran better than Flash. Why did they market Miguel Supergirl like if she's a mainstay into the movie? She's literally in this for a couple scenes. She didn't even carry the film. She didn't help them along the plot. She's just in for a few scenes and that's it, and they'll kill her off over and over again. I didn't like that. I hate it. I love the way that they made Dark Flash look in this film, but it's just that they didn't use him to his full potential. They could have just bring him in for a couple more scenes, make his motives a bit more lengthier, give him a bit more reason to do what he has to do at the end of the film and all that. And I know I've been dodging it, but I have to talk about it finally. The CGI in this movie. Oh gosh, even the producer of this film tried to defend the CGI, trying to say that it's an art style. It's supposed to look like that. It's meant to look like that. You mean to tell me it was meant to look like a PS2 cut scene? The baby scene at the beginning of the movie. Oh gosh, some scenes look like if they just throw a bunch of dolls out of a fallen building, and then some scenes look like a PS1 cutscene. Oh my, yo, I started laughing in the theater when I see the scene, but oh gosh. But that's all I have to say about the movie. At the end of the day, I went for it just to see my favorite DC superhero Flash on the big screen for the first time in his own movie, and because of Kara, of course. The final rating, despite all the flaws, I'd give it a 4.1 out of 5. It's not a bad movie, it's just that it had some things that took me away from engaging in the film properly. But yeah, 4.1 out of 5. That's all. I hope you enjoyed this video. I didn't spoil everything. Please go and watch the movie for yourself and form your opinion, despite what me or anybody else said. So yeah, see you guys soon on another video.